when we are on the spiritual path, we nurture our true identity, which is our soul, and therefore we become happier. I have been thinking to film this video for the last few days because I think it's a very important topic for me, and I've just been called to share this with you. So I have everything written on my iPad, and I will talk mostly about my spiritual testimonial. So yeah, it's gonna be a video about spirituality, and I found spirituality like 5 years ago, and since then, like, my life has changed completely. Like, I can happily say that it changed for the better. So yeah, I've learned so much on my spiritual path, and I value spirituality a lot, and this is why I want to share it with you. So yeah, like, first of all, like, some of you may already know what spirituality is, but I'd like to give a little like explanation on the topic. So I'm going to explain it using a quote by a doctor called Dr. Maya Spencer. She writes, spirituality involves the recognition of a feeling or sense or belief that there is something greater than myself, something more to being human than sensory experience, and that the greater whole of which we are part is cosmic or divine in nature. She goes on and she writes, spirituality involves exploring certain universal themes like love, compassion, altruism, life after death, wisdom, and truth, with the knowledge that some people, such as saints or enlightened individuals, have achieved and manifested higher levels of development than the ordinary person. She goes on saying, an opening of the heart is an essential aspect of true spirituality. So yeah, I think these lines just explain spirituality pretty good, and I identify really with these lines and what spirituality is all about, because spirituality can also be a very broad term, but I think that explains it very well. So, like, to sum it up, spirituality is like a sense or a knowingness that there is something greater than ourselves, and some themes involve love, compassion, altruism, wisdom, life after death. And also an essential part of spirituality is the opening of the heart. And there are also some misconceptions around spirituality, which I want to highlight. So yeah, spirituality is not dogmatism. Like, it doesn't have to do anything with dogmatism. And what dogmatism essentially is the refusal to accept other beliefs, ideas, and behaviors. And spirituality can be also very personal. So spirituality doesn't have to be religious. Like, you can be a religious person and not be very spiritual. But you can also be very spiritual and follow a certain religion. You don't have to necessarily follow a religion to be a spiritual person, to follow your spiritual path. So yeah, spirituality is not dependent on religion, which is very important. Like, some people get religion and spirituality mixed up. But yeah, like, I hope I explained it pretty good, like what spirituality is and what it is not. And yeah, just want to dive into the benefits of it, and to how it has changed my life, and just overall the influence that it had on me. So first of all, like, my mental health skyrocketed. Like, I don't know what depression is anymore. Like, I just laugh at the face of unhappiness. So it's a big one too. Like, I'm a very, like, a happy person, because we have spiritual souls. Like, when we are on the spiritual path, we nurture our true identity, which is our soul, and therefore we become happier. And yeah, it's very valuable. So also I strengthened my relationship to Source, to God, to the universe. Some, like, Muslims may call the Source Allah, or Jewish people Eloheinu. I think it's a very fulfilling path. Like, I think it has just connected me to the source and to this divinity that permeates literally everything in our world, manifested and not manifested. And talking about manifestations, I also learned a lot from manifestation, like the power of manifestation, which has allowed me to live out my desires, to live out my dreams. Like, I've manifested a lot of stuff in my life since I learned how to do it, how to use manifestation to my benefit, because we're manifesting all the time. So yeah, I learned to use manifestation to my benefit. And also, I've gained a lot of wisdom, like wisdom and truth through the spiritual practices, through reading spiritual literature, and this just helps me overall, like, to navigate life's challenges. And it also just made me to a person that is very stress-free and worry-free. And that's basically it. Like, I'm so grateful that I can share this with you guys and use my voice to share this with whoever's watching this. And yeah, I wish you a great night or a good morning whenever you're watching this. Yeah.